From the home of the Bills since 1973. New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
380. Omaha. Lucy. 77.
Now Bortles throwing on second down, being chased out left. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes in there to sack him for a loss. loss of 6. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Shotgun now for Bortles. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 23 yards on the play.
Omaha. Here we go.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
For me, that was an example of why offensive linemen might want rear-view mirrors at times, because you have your assignments to block, but if you can see what's going on in the backfield and maybe the guy carrying the ball is headed in another direction, you might change what you do up front. But if they can't see that and he's not in sync with what they're doing up front, well, this is when you end up with plays like this. A bad one for the offense, a really good one for the defense.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36.
380. Straight right. Lucy. 11.
On 1st down, Bortles steps away to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Let's go. Lucy. Set. 380.
Bortles now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Yeldon fighting. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Hank. 380. Hold it. Here we go. 380.
Bortles now on 1st down. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Let's go.
Bortles to throw on second down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Sunday. Hey.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on third down. Throwing his Bortles on third down. Finds and a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaq Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And the Jaguars send out their punter. Corey Coleman back deep to return. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen maybe with a free play. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. He finds McCoy. 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
11. Hey, spread right. Snap. Set. 380.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And Bortles going to sneak it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts him in better shape here for 2nd and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. T.J. Yeldon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Allen. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has a slide and 5 open space to throw.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Allen got his man complete over the middle. It's McCoy, and he gets it down to the 32. Give him 9 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
That's it, baby.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Gone!
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Forced out to him, but he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And able to find Curley. And he he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. This complete to Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Leopard! Leopard! Hey, we got 4. We got 4 now. 4 now.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. This a 33-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Let's go, let's go. Lucy.
From the gun, it's Bortles. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So we've reached an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Allen now on first down. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything.
And McCoy loses the football.
Detroit! Gone!
Throwing on first down is Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LeSean McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, and you're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo. Buffalo goes through the playoff drought before last season. And the Eagles, they win a Super Bowl without him. So, yeah, we forget just how special he is. But I do think with his running style, he's got many more seasons left.
And a solid run down inside the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they run with a backup. It's Chris Ivory, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
Gone! Detroit! Leopard! Gone! Hot!
On first down, Allen. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now. Allen eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
Lucy.
Shotgun now for Bortles. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Escapes the sack, and the pressure gets to him again. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Back now in Buffalo. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's McCoy. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Schmidt on to punt as he sends it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 36 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Shaq Lawson. He's the one to get him. And that's sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19. And the road gets a bit tougher from here.
380. 389, Lucy. Hank. Lucy.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Dancing to his left. Looking long for Westbrook. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cole. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Sunday. Let's go.
They'll go with a big back, Yeldon. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. T.J. Yeldon unable to find a lane. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10.
Gone!
Throwing on 1st down. Allen. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Miles Jack coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Being chased out left. Over the middle, complete. That's Coleman. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now Allen. Over the middle and caught by the tight end play. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a 1st down again. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Allen throwing on 1st down. Jones has it. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker.
Lucky 56.
And again, it's Allen. Steps away to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. But gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They come out here in the I.
Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney.
They'll go with the keeper, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen taking it in, and the Bills will extend their lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, Oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
And now out come the Jags. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone,
and they take him down. The Bills get to him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Bortles to throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So Allen's going to look to throw, eluding the pressure right. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Allen looks to throw on second down. His throw caught right around the 6. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. One final try now for Bortles. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Well, Charles, the